Hello friends, welcome to the weekly Prepper Pantry Haul with Cold War Prepper. My name is Lee and this is the week ending Saturday the 12th of April 2025. For those of you who have been watching my videos for a while, you'll notice sometimes I have a tendency to concentrate on certain things in my collection, and as I identify something I'm kind of short in, then I try to make up for that a little bit, and so you see a lot of it or different products or something like that. And today's kind of special. We've got 2 or 3 different areas where I'm kind of focusing on getting a little bit more of that. Let's start off with the 50 feet of paracord that I got. This is an old knife. This is my LT Wright Genesis 2 and Scandi rind. I just wanted to show you the difference. This is the new paracord that I got, 50 feet, fluorescent orange, and this is my old fluorescent orange. Been on this knife for a couple years. They kind of fade, but anyhow, it's still visible. The idea is if you're out in the bush, you want orange or something, fluorescent type of a color, so that if you drop something that's of value to you in the field, you can easily find it. So theoretically, just the silver blade alone should be something where you can see the knife, but you back that up with a little bit of orange paracord that you use wrapped around the handle, and it makes it a lot more visible so you don't lose it. Do the same thing with your compass and your ferro rod, anything small that has a tendency to drop and lose. I wish I had holes like that in a lot of my pocket knives, or else there's a lot of people finding my pocket knives out in the wild. The 3-pack of butane, you used to get a 4-pack at Sam's. The cost of a 4-pack at Sam's is the cost of a 3-pack at Academy. And Academy is the only place that I'm finding that, but anyhow, that's for my indoor cooking system. Also got 1 quart of clear lamp oil and a large bottle of Zippo lighter fluid. Then we have my monthly Thrive Life order. I got 2 vegetables, 3 fruits, 2 proteins, and 1 dairy. So in the vegetables, I got some butternut squash and some tomatoes. As I entered these into my spreadsheet, I realized this is gosh, I started as a Thrive Life distributor, I think in 2009. So in the last 16 years, this is the first time I've ever ordered butternut squash. So we're kind of looking forward to that. 3 fruits and applesauce, bananas and peaches, powdered milk, and then for the 2 proteins, we got sausage crumbles and pulled pork. I also picked up a package of chicken fried rice, and this is just add hot water. These require combination and kind of cooking. There will be a little bit of odor if you're odor conscious during the first part of the apocalypse. This, however, all you do is add hot water and then let it seep, and you can eat that. And I showed you the long spoons that are best to use for that. Got another Better Homes and Gardens container. This is a vacuum sealed container. It's about the same size as the number 2.5 can. So I'm looking forward to that actually having a lot better life than using these coffee can type lids that come on the cans, the number 2.5 cans. A large bucket of granulated garlic or garlic powder, whichever you prefer to call it. Basically the same thing. I got in a hurry. So if you notice, everything here is marked 325, so this is 425, and I always mark it the previous month, just on a safe factor. I messed up and I put everything as 24 instead of 25. I had to kind of fix that. I guess besides being wrong with the month, I'm also wrong with the year. Also got a bag of cornmeal. So we got the corn muffin mix. I forgot to tell you about that. It takes one of these to make a railroad pie, which is one of our favorite things. You can also use it for a chili pie. There's several recipes where this becomes a crust over a ground beef mixture. And so we were looking for one, but all of ours had already been vacuum sealed. So wanted to have 1 or 2 around the house that weren't vacuum sealed. So we're going to vacuum seal 2 of these and then keep the other 2 in the ready pantry, so we can have other things like that. The yellow cornmeal will vacuum seal, and that's going to be for either corn tortillas or for cornmeal mush. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I found these tongs. I've been watching a lot of Italian chefs, and they use these thin tongs. And so they use it especially for pasta. And so I thought that was really neat, and I ordered 2 of those. Then 2 cans of tomato soup, 1 jar of Grey Poupon mustard, and that'll go into long-term storage. Then we're going to vacuum seal this box of German chocolate cake along with the coconut pecan icing. And that's going to be a complete thing right there, basically, with one exception. Now to make the mix, we need 1 cup of water, which we should be able to get easily, a ½ cup of vegetable oil, and we've got plenty of that, and then 3 eggs. So what I would like to do is emphasize here that the eggs, there's 2 different kinds that you can get. You can get either the scrambled eggs, just add water, or mix them, and that's what Thrive Life has. That's what Nutrient Survival has. Mountain House, most of those are just add hot water and let it seep, or you have to do a little bit of cooking, but not much. But that's not going to do you any good in any of the bakery items. You need to have the whole egg powder. So if you're looking for something to bake with, then make sure you're looking for the whole egg powder and not for scrambled eggs. So the other area I'm focusing on right now is for, I don't know, what would you call these? Just rubber bands, large rubber bands. So I ordered these, and this has got 12-inch rubber bands that are good for 33-gallon drums, 17-inch for 55-gallon drums, and then other sizes as well. These are Ranger bands, various sizes. That's as far as width of the Ranger band. This is what we used in the Army to secure our poncho. One of the things, and I'll do a video on that, is one of the things you don't want to do is ponchos, tents, anything like that that are water repellent. You don't want to fold them. Because where you fold them, it ruins the water repellent capabilities of it. You want to roll those, or else keep them flat. And so in the Army, we took our ponchos and rolled them and used the Ranger bands to keep them on the back of our pistol belt. Some more rubber bands, large rubber bands. Olight offered me a free USB rechargeable miniature keychain light if I paid shipping, so I grabbed that. A couple packages of seeds, corn, bush beans, carrots, and radishes, a kukri. And then I got some of the reading material we've gotten in. So we got the story of St. Vincent de Paul, and of course he founded our organization where we go out and help the needy. Then Frederick Ozanam, about 100 years later, said, how come priests and nuns can do it, but the lay people can't? So he formed the lay version, which is what I belong to, of St. Vincent de Paul. So that's his story. Then let me continue on with that theme. We've got the Stations of the Cross, 1,200 Bible verses. Then we have a book study that I'm involved with in the church, the Liber Christo Method, Field Manual for Spiritual Combat. This is by Dan Schneider, and he is part of Father Chad Rickberger's group. And Father Chad Ripperger is probably the leading exorcist in the church. And then a copy of Praying, a short guide to praying as a family. I'm not going to say that. The most important prepping item I have here is we got in just today our quarterly copy of Civil Defense. America's Next War is going to be in cyberspace, or the cyber war, and how to prepare for that. There's great information in here about contacting your representative or your senator, and the fact that the United States does not have a civil defense office anymore, that went away right after President Reagan. So remember that we're all in this together so we can get out the other side together. Please, down below, let me know what you're doing, because maybe you're doing something I need to be aware of. Just recently, there was a post on prepping for the long term on Facebook, and Heather, I forget her last name, I think it's Heather Ruth, said something about, we got into a conversation about machetes, and I don't have a machete. I've never had a machete. But one of my favorite bushcraft channels, which is Big Monkey, he uses nothing but a machete and a small very small, like a 2-inch blade, fixed blade knife. But he swears by machetes. Now, I can't afford what he has. He has the Essie Junglis, and I think that's about $200 machete. I'm not going to go that expensive. But then anyhow, so having those kind of conversations and having people like that you can chat with and find out what works and what doesn't work and get their recommendations is really important. Remember that we're all in this together, so we can come out the other side together. Please be kind, polite, and respectful to each other. Form a group of people now, because you won't make it all by yourself. Take care. Bye-bye.